Sometimes you gotta pop out and show niggas. Certified boogeyman, I'm the one that up to school with him. Walking down whole time, I know he got some hoe in him. Hold on him, extra shit, what he that phone?
Now, if you know Kendrick, he's very intricate and everything, but just think about this. That sounds very deliberate. Like, why did it take so long for the instrumental?
With Kendrick dropping one diss track after the other, Drake was probably tossing and turning his bed this month. But now he's losing sleep thanks to a Batman villain. His life just got a lot harder thanks to one ex-user, and ain't your run-of-the-mill troll account. The anonymous user has some serious dirt on Drake as he posted some of the rapper's belongings. But the tweet that has most people talking is the one with activist Christopher Alvarez being linked to Drake. So far, the allegations seem to suggest that Drake did something sinister to Alvarez. And get this, Kendrick might have known about the entire thing because he brought it up in his track, but the hint went over fans' heads. Just what disturbing things did Drake do to Christopher Alvarez? Let's find out.
And now he says that he is going live at 6 p.m. today. This is all getting so crazy.
First of all, for those of you who are hearing the name for the first, Christopher Alvarez is a freelance filmmaker and reporter who suffers from thanatophoric dysplasia. In simpler terms, it's a disorder that affects the skeletal system of your body, also known as the muscles, and restricts mobility among other issues. Despite his circumstances, Christopher has managed to make waves in his line of work. But never did he imagine himself landing in the middle of the Kendrick-Drake beef. It all started on May 11, 2024. An X-account user by the name of Ebony Prince 2024 rocked the internet by making a series of tweets where he threatened Drake with some legal action. He uploaded a shaky video of some items that were apparently left behind by the hotline singer at the Mark Hotel in Manhattan with the caption, Number 1. King Kendrick Lamar is not a liar, and I am not a thief. Number 2. Mr. Aubrey Graham and Mr. Livingston Allen have until noon Monday 5/13/24 to retract your claims of theft, or my attorney, Ms. Adrienne Edward, and I will exhaust every legal option available. Now the items shown included an old laptop, some meds with Drake's legal name on them, clothing, and receipts. Interestingly, some of these match the items that Lamar have on the cover art of his diss track, Meet the Grahams. However, it's the second tweet that had most fans talking. This time, the account posted a picture of Christopher Alvarez from what appears to be the hotel lobby with the caption, To Mr. Aubrey Graham, may this photo help jog your memory as to where you discarded those items. The issue in the photo should also jog your memory. Jimmy Brooks would not have been proud of you that night. For context, Jimmy Brooks is the name of the character that Drake played on the Degrassi, The Next Generation show. The account also posted a video of a girl lunging at Drake while he was walking by with the caption, I stood next to you in the rain to keep the paps and fanatics away. I became essential during your stays, having to cancel vacations, and all to ensure things like this didn't happen.
Girl tries running at Drake.
Now so far, fans have concluded two things. First of all, the account may be owned by someone from Drake's camp who has since then turned on him and is trying to shake him down. Second, Drake did something sinister to Christopher because why else would the account post his picture? Some fans tried to buy the footage from the account by paying in cryptocurrency, but the account refused. And naturally, fans grew more curious. Some of them have been thinking that the anonymous ex-user might be an employee of the Mark Hotel, whose initial plan was to sell the items Drake had left behind at the hotel where he reportedly left behind the items in question. However, DJ Academic foiled this plan by saying that the articles were stolen property. Now remember the initial tweet? The ex-user had given Drake a deadline of Monday noon to meet his demands, but the Canadian rapper did not respond. At this point, all eyes were on the X account as they waited patiently for him to follow through on his threats. But instead of doing that, the user chose to spice things up by posting another video of Christopher with the caption, I bet you thought I didn't have the actual goods. Silly rabbit.
Sometimes you gotta pop out and show niggas. Certified boogeyman, I'm the one that up to school with him. Walking down whole time, I know he got some hoe in him. Hold on him, extra shit, what he that phone?
The video once again solidified the theory that Drake had done something to Christopher. And it gets interesting because if you listen closely to Kendrick's track, 616 in LA, you'll notice ventilator sounds for 13 seconds before the instrumentals kick in. Initially, fans didn't think much of it, but ever since the cryptic tweets, fans have revisited the track and find it suspicious. Mind you, Kendrick's a mastermind. There's no way he included 13 seconds of breathing sounds of someone on a ventilator for no reason.
With that being said, I need y'all to listen to this real quick.
In the midst of all of this, another Twitter page by the name of That's Some Beef decided to jump into the fray with insider details about what went down at the hotel between Drake and Alvarez. The account tweeted some stuff about Ebony Prince, writing, he seemingly witnessed an incident with Drake, Chubbs, and Christopher Alvarez in January 2023 that got 2 of his hotel colleagues fired. According to one of Ebony's tweets, Drake was rude to service providers during or in relation to the incident. He gives a brief introduction to Alvarez before cutting to the chase about how Alvarez liked 2 comments on his recent Instagram post that read, "Who is Officer Viola at the NYPD? Why do they know Ebony Prince?" While another read, "We support you. The truth will come to light soon." Now remember that video of a girl running at Drake? Well, around the time Drake was staying at the hotel, a 19-year-old was leading a protest against the hotel for taking advantage of young girls. They dropped Epstein's name as well into the mix. Anyways, when Drake was set to arrive at the hotel, the protester refused to move and harassed the rapper as he made his way into the hotel. On July 22, 2023, Drake allegedly complained to the management about the protesters. Now this Ebony person was entrusted with Drake's security, and when things got out of hand, the police were called. The 2 officers who arrived at the scene were mentioned in the comments that Alvarez liked. These are the same names that were mentioned by Ebony and also listed as witnesses in documents filed on 10 May 2024 in the Weintraub lawsuit, the one against the hotel management. After that information overload, fans think there are 2 scenarios that might have gone down. 1. Drake put his hands on Alvarez, which is downright despicable in most people's books. Second, Drake might have invited him to one of his freak-offs. Yes, that's right. Turns out that Drake's no different from Diddy. Word on the street is that he too hosts these illicit freak-offs, where he not only takes advantage of young people, but animals as well. And Alvarez might have been dragged into his sinister world. However, Alvarez knows nothing about the situation he has been dragged into. During his interview with the Eagle, the reporter said, "I don't know what any of this means." As for why he was with Drake that night, he said, "I was with Drake that night because we briefly met after dinner, but all the accusations are false." Unfortunately for him, fans are persistent.
Fans have been flooding Christopher's Instagram comments with questions about Drake. One person says, "What did Aubrey Graham do to you? Expose him so he can't do it to nobody else. Drake is finished."
And fans aren't exactly sure about Alvarez being in the clear either. They think he was putting up a front because he posted an Instagram story of a screenshot of a tweet that read, "Christopher about to drop the article of the century." For now, everything is in the air and nothing has been confirmed. However, you best believe that fans are hooked. They've been calling Ebony Prince the Riddler since he speaks in riddles like the Batman villain. And that's all for today. What do you think of the situation? Do you think there's any truth to Alvarez's words? Will Drake address the allegations against him? Let us know in the comment section below. Make sure to leave a like and subscribe to our channel for more videos.